father died when I was 14. When I was barely old enough to realize how much work his life was causing her. Back when dementia meant simply food dribbled down a withered cheek and not the steady degradation of 89 years of clear-headed calculation, of roads and faces. I remember the estate sale, buckets of driveway sealant, wooden broom handles. In the basement we found piles of paper, stacks of calculations and structural drawings. My mother's cheeks sagged, and her eyes echoed paperwork and memories. Cesar Juan Cervici, 89, of East Hartford, passed away on Friday. Cesar was born in Tucumán, Argentina, on January 29th, 1917. Abuelo, we called him. Or as my dad said, Abuelo. I never was sure which language my grandfather fit into. I remember one-sided conversations with my mother on the phone, a string of indecipherable Spanish punctuated by occasional English. Ya sé, aún estamos esperando, hay que hablar con Fleet Bank. And now that I can finally speak his native tongue, I'm left with not a single recollection of the cadence of his voice. Spanish classes have filled up my brain, and I can no longer hear him. The only words I do remember, I never heard him say. "Eh, la puta que te parió!" The whore who birthed you was his phrase of choice. Clearly, like any true Argentino, my abuelo was not someone to cut off in traffic. At home, over spring break, I put on a record of Argentine folklore, spread out structural drawings on my floor, poring over them. These faded lines on yellow paper once had the power to create a new reality. As a child, I too drew structural drawings, elevations and floor plans, the houses and fortresses of my fantasies, the scenes of countless imagined futures. On the last page, I see computation for load-bearing capacity. I remember calculating these values for a problem set sometime last term. I, like my grandfather, scroll numbers on green engineering paper. I, like my grandfather, distill the world into penciled lines. I guess normal kids just play doctor. The Cesar Juan Cervici that I remember was inextricably tied to childhood. Fearing I would choke, my grandmother would make me chew my steak until it turned to stringy mush, but Abuelo would tell me stories. I saw him manning a machine gun on the back of an armored truck. Pam, 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 he told me. I didn't know how a machine gun worked, but I knew how it sounded in Spanish. One afternoon, Abuelo and I tackled a heap of thorny brambles. With clippers and saws, branch by branch, we slowly and methodically cleared a path. Nobody needed to walk there. For us, the process was not about utility, but the imposition of order. As a sculptor creates a symbol from a wooden block, we were carving civilization into the thorny branches of rural New England. I didn't speak Abuelo's language, but our actions didn't need translation. I knew how reducing a building to floor plan and elevation made an uncertain world seem understandable. My grandfather has left me his own legacy. Pencils and rulers to explain the world, and someday, create my own.